So 50 Cent recently has been acting like hip hop's angry baby mama.
No, I'm contesting custody.
What?
Oh man, we about to get into it.
You said he was a good father.
So?
He's made a few actions that's just, of his age, I don't think should be pulling these moves, right?
And if I said I was smoking on your mother and your grandfather pack, niggas would be telling me I'm wrong, right?
So if you don't know, Irv Gotti recently passed. Rest in peace to Irv Gotti. Condolences to his family. It ain't like I've been expressing myself as a big time Irv Gotti fan. I do appreciate some of the music that he's been behind throughout the years, but this situation is not really about Irv Gotti himself. It's about the actions and it's about our community.
If I said I was smoking on your mother, right? I'll be wrong, right? Fucking clown ass nigga, man. The clown, man. And y'all love this nigga, bro.
Before I get to that, please do me one small favor. Hit that like button and apply pressure to that subscribe button. This is not really about Irv Gotti. This is more about our community. And maybe this is a personal thing that I got going on, like a pet peeve that I'm discovering. But I'm finding out in my personal life and what I'm seeing online, there's too many older men, niggas that's like 50 years old, that don't want to grow up, that's very immature, right? So if you don't know, 50 Cent put out a troll post where he's smoking on Gotti's pack, right after Gotti has passed away from a stroke. I found that highly offensive and just immature.
Hey, 50. We getting tired of you, bro. We getting tired of you. And someone has to tell you this. Bro, you are becoming a bitch.
Now, it ain't like I'm about to cry about it. I'm not part of Irv Gotti family. But just like I said, I'm seeing more incidences of people that are older than me acting like 50 Cent. 50, what, like 50 years old? This move right here, smoking on Gotti's pack, this is like a drill rapper's move. Young niggas. I've seen people putting up posts, supposed to be happy when your enemies celebrate. Ain't no real killer is gonna be happy about this, because you know why? He ain't behind it. So miss me with that street stuff. Oh, it's his enemy and he's supposed to be happy. Man, get out of here with that.
And why y'all idiots is in the comments keep talking about, yo, Irv got him shot and this person got him. Bro, he know who did that to him. He used this whole shit to make a music career and have a gimmick, bro. My pops and Irv never got indicted, never got convicted for that shit. None of that shit, bro. Y'all gotta stop. Yo, people trying to come home, man.
How long has 50 Cent been a millionaire? He ain't put no, that we know of, he ain't put no hit out on no Irv Gotti.
Irv not here no more, man. His family don't do the talking on the social media, internet shit. That's why I'm here.
They said, oh, Irv Gotti was hanging around the guy that shot 50 Cent 9 times. And we all know Preem was behind that. But let's say that Irv Gotti was hanging with him. Where's the get back, 50 Cent?
Stop talking about who got who, this and that. Like, bro, he know who did that to him, bro. Dry snitching. He tried to get Jimmy Henchman, my pops and all of them indicted, convicted. What he did, whatever he had to do to get them locked up, because he was terrified.
This man lived to be in his 50s and probably could have lived to be in his 80s or 90s if he would have took care of himself health-wise. On some street shit. We talking street shit, right? It's very, very feminine for someone like this to be happy about something that he had absolutely nothing to do with. Surprised that some of these YouTubers that claim they street dudes that's acting like there's something gangster about some 50-year-old dude doing something like this. I can see if he died, rainstorm of bullets or something like that, we see him putting up a picture or something like that, which would be stupid too, because that's how come a lot of these young niggas going to jail, they self-snitching. But it's apparent here that 50 Cent had nothing to do with this. This is just some angry baby mama stuff. In fact, I'm pretty sure some angry baby mamas that wouldn't stoop this low. One thing that 50 Cent has gotten away with is this whole gangster persona. Because you want to know what? Tupac was the one that made it in style, that whole get shot and become a bigger artist after that. But it's a big difference between 50 Cent and Tupac. Tupac was on record shooting cops, almost killed some cops in the shootout, right? That's on record. 50 Cent, he ain't really got no stories like that that's on record. Maybe in his hood you hear some little stuff here and there, but if you know the whole full story between him and Murder Inc., man, they was damn near stabbing the dude up, whooping that dude's yo, they was violating him, man. I don't want to go too far with that because that ain't my beef. But if you know the whole story, They was putting ass whoopings on that dude 50 Cent to the point where there was an order of protection that Murder Inc. had to stay a certain distance away from Curtis Jackson, an order of protection.
We end up backing him right into the corner of the studio. The boy is here and he's in the back in the corner. Irv poked. We paid all the lawsuits. They all got paid. He say whatever he want. Oh, we didn't put an order of protection. Bullshit. Order of protection was put on me and Irv, not Ja Rule. Couldn't come within 1,000 feet of the shit got real.
Even when 50 Cent was pushing this whole gangster persona, Jay-Z was one of the first to point out,
you from the era where snitching is the shit.
Kind of weird this is that you extra gangster because you got shot and survived. I remember this bar.
I'm afraid of the future. Y'all respect the one who got shot. I respect the shooter.
Like, I got this documentary coming out very soon that I did about Jay-Z. But it's one thing I can admit about him. He's doing a much better job of showing niggas what 50 is supposed to look like than these guys. And he's about to be 60, but that's not the point. There's a whole thing about 50 Cent being a snitch. There are some people that say, well, he wasn't a snitch or whatever the case. One thing that can't be disputed is that there's paperwork out there where Murder Inc. had to stay a certain distance away from 50 Cent. And we gonna get to the snitching stuff in a second. Road gangsters, you know how road gangsters is? They don't wanna see their enemies in jail. Nah, let them free, let them loose so I can get them. There ain't nothing gangster about what he doing right here. If anything, it's more feminine. Something else that he's done.
February 13th, the big Meech benefit concert.
It's this whole thing between him and Big Meech. I think that's very foul also, right? Big Meech took a picture with Rick Ross on some old Instagram stuff.
It's gonna be iconic. Too many names to list, but let me salute some of the legends. Lil Baby, Boss Man D-Lo, 21 Savage, Sexy Red, Ricky Rose. Now, this the first time it's ever been done. Me performing BMF with the icon himself. This shit gonna be special. Epic. Get your tickets right now.
I'm back.
50 Cent got mad at the picture. He took to Instagram to put up this picture of a rat and like Big Meech is a rat. It's like, yo, that's mad corny. He's turned into a real cornball. Because if he's a rat and you've been knowing this for so long, then why was you working with him? Why did you put out a whole movie about this dude's life if he's so much of a rat?
Took a picture with Rick Ross. You like a hoe. Put your back against the wall and just slide down. But for the hustlers, I want y'all to understand you gotta stop making business personal. Get your money. You don't know these don't know you. And for anybody going against Ricky Rose, let me have this. I've been putting my foot up you niggas' asses for the last 15 years. Everything you touch crumble. Why you think Rose on top? We don't take this shit personal. We get into the money.
Now, there is one thing I will say about this. There's one part about this that I do agree with 50 Cent. Me, personally, I don't like that riding the fence stuff.
On the fence, we put them on the other side. Like if they're on the gate and they're uncertain with whose side, they don't put them over there. Why? Because it's dangerous. It's like you could go, so you could say, oh, your girlfriend is here. I'm gonna go holler at her. And you go there and you all out of pocket now because she's hanging around people that you don't hang out. And they got you off balance. It kind of get weird. So I'm talking to you. I'm not talking to this person because you be talking to this person.
I agree with him on that. That whole riding the fence. Yeah, you know I don't rock with dude. You over there taking a picture. I'm gonna make you pick a side. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. But it's your execution, right? Since he doing that, once again, here goes this angry baby mama stuff. Now you want to put it out there that he's a rat. To me, that makes you look just as bad. You're using a tactic that people used on you when they called you a rat. This is a story that's been said before. I think is it Blue Da Vinci?
Yeah, that means she's the person that got his life right. So she's the person that 50 Cent got the movie from, the TV show from. That's the only way to get it. You can't get it from Meech because he's in prison, so he can't DBA. He can't do business from prison. He's in jail. So he has to sign his rights to do his life story or do whatever he gonna do in his name over to somebody else. And Tammy Cowens is the person that was appointed to do all of that business. And she's the one that got the deal with 50.
Now, I don't know if this is true or false. I don't want no parts to do with that. Like I said, I just disagree with the execution of this type stuff. Let's just be real. Rick Ross was one of the first rappers, him and Young Jeezy. But I'm gonna say before 50 Cent did the show, Rick Ross had the most popular song of BMF, of Big Meech. He kept the name alive before 50 Cent even touched it. You gotta ask yourself, well, if Rick Ross is doing this type song right that and got some type of affiliation with Big Meech, well, why would 50 Cent do a whole movie like that? Because it benefited him. I hear people saying, well, he did him a favor, and nah, man, all these niggas pushing these gangster narratives, they all want some type of connection with Big Meech. Big Meech is probably one of the most successful drug kingpins. There's some other ones. I forgot about the guy that's from Philly that they never caught him. If you know his name, put it in the comment section. We're still very divisive as a community, and we're still uplifting people that help destroy our community. That's just the fact that what it is. You know, I grew up with some jail niggas. I understand these guys getting out of jail, you know, needing help. Niggas ain't gonna turn down people trying to help them. They trying to get on their feet out of jail. The government has horrible programs for these guys when they get out of jail to make them upstanding citizens again. Horrible programs, right? I don't see nothing wrong with Big Meech being cool with Rick Ross. I don't think he owes 50 Cent any type of favor. That profited 50 Cent just like it profited Big Meech. And then people talking about, oh, well, he hired his son like that. Look, man, like I said, these people want to be connected to Big Meech to go with their own gangster narrative story. I've seen people do this type of stuff to me. When people do positive stuff for you that you ain't asked from them, oh, let me go ahead and do this. Oh, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and hire your son. And then you're supposed to be in some type of debt with them. And it's like, look, dude, I didn't ask you to do this. You offered to do this and I accepted it. The mafia does stuff like that. Well, they're forced their help on you. And then it's like you owe them after that. And it's like, yeah, Big Meech ain't no type to be under no unspoken contract with somebody just because you hired my son. I didn't make you do that. That's something you wanted to do. You got your pockets filled from that. And let's just be real.
I ain't really feeling what he doing to Lil Meech, bro. I don't like that shit, man. That's an innocent kid, man. You seen how Lil Meech was acting when he got caught in the airport. Yo, that's not my gun. Yo, please. Like, you know he's an innocent kid, man. Like, you're not supposed to expose him and do that to him. He violated Lil Meech, and that's crazy. But this is to be expected. Look how he treated his own son. Look how they treat his son's baby mothers. I'm telling y'all this right now. I don't wish death on nobody. I don't play about that death shit. But it's gonna be a lonely, painful one, excruciating one for him. And the only person that's gonna be at the nigga funeral is Tony Ayo and Uncle Murder. Those are the only two niggas that's gonna be at the funeral. He OD'ing on Lil Meech, man. Yo, Lil Meech, man, you wasn't supposed to say F Ross, and you wasn't even supposed to text him. You know he's famous for exposing text messages and phone calls like the police. You was supposed to call him for somebody else's number or something. You bugging.
And I had this overwhelming thought in my head, and I think like something is telling me to tell y'all or share this message with y'all. Cause I feel like it's somebody out here, or maybe it's just a bunch of people out here that need to hear this. And it was like, you thought you were special. You really thought you were special. Who told you you were special? You thought you were special.
Yes, 50 Cent did make the BMF story more popular, especially amongst white people, especially amongst PFDs. He made it more popular, gave it a bigger platform. But he was already known before this. Not only that, people wanted to buy Big Meech's story. There's no way you're gonna tell me a dude from Hollywood that he was never gonna be able to sell his story.
Yeah. So look, I do want to do a BMF film because you've been entertained by a lackluster, small budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film.
Them folks love putting stories out about kingpins like Big Meech to keep us talking about drug dealing. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm actually tired of these stories coming from our community. We done heard these stories, Snowfall, all these stories. We done heard these stories so much. How many times can you hear, started off with a brick, and then now we doing 50 kilos? Man, we done heard this story 50 times. When are we as a community gonna get tired of these stories? There's no way you can tell me that this story wasn't gonna be sold without 50. I don't think Meech owes this dude not a thing. Meech is a grown-ass man. He can be friends with whoever you want to be friends with. If 50 don't like it, yeah, don't rock with the dude. But trying to like put out there that this dude was a rat when you was working with the man the whole time just because he took a picture with somebody else, yeah, that's baby mama stuff. And I hear people saying, oh, well, Rick Ross and them cats is phony. Look, man, all these dudes is entertaining. Let me tell y'all something. I think you the goofy if you're looking for authenticity from our entertainers, especially today, man. We seen this whole thing that just happened with Snoop Dogg, right? Oh, they saying Rick Ross, he took his name from a dude that's put in work, and y'all don't, that lets me know that y'all don't know who 50 Cent is. 50 Cent got his name from a real dude that was robbing people. Those of y'all that was from the greatest era of hip hop ever known, the mixtape era, the era that I'm from, we all know that story.
It was around this time that Martin obtained the nickname 50 Cent. There's some dispute as to how he acquired the name. Some attribute the name to his greed, attesting to the idea that he would rob someone for any amount of money, no matter how little the sum. One rumor has it that Martin entered a dice game with only 50 cent stake and ultimately walked away with $500.
That was a very popular DVD about the real 50 Cent. The real 50 Cent was going around, one of the biggest stick-up kids ever in the history of New York City. They said the man went and robbed a whole arena one time. Curtis Jackson named himself after that too. So many ways you can look at this story, man. 50 Cent just throwing a rock in a glass house, man. He calling Meech a snitch. Meech don't seem like the dude that's really trying to be in the public eye. Me personally, because I got people like this in my family, you know, I look at dudes coming out of jail in a certain type of way. They put pain out there in the street, then they pay their price, then they get out of jail, and the government don't got no real rehabilitation for these guys. People that show them love, I don't see no problem with them showing love back. And I get 50 Cent where, okay, he took a picture with Rick Ross, I don't rock with him no more and all that. But dogs, the way you acting is just mad feminine. Just like I said, 50 Cent to me, he's hip hop's angry baby mama at this point. But you let me know how you feel about this in the comment section. Well, anyways, you know how we like to end our videos over here at Moxy Approved, right? With that water. I see y'all here next time on Moxy Approved. Angry baby mama. Oh yeah, shout out to y'all baby mamas. Y'all have a reason to be angry half the time, and it's all right, y'all feminine and all that. Ain't no reason for no grown-ass man to be acting like no angry baby mama.